Everyone wants to live forever. Everyone always forgets. You want to know how the world ended the first time. I want to know how it will end the second. We're alike in that. I think we can help each other there, but you better hold up your end of the deal. Let me guess. You were born in a country after the first apocalypse whose patron goddess is a dead god who is only spoken of in myths, ruled over by a long line of tyrants, presidents, dictators, and all-around despicable people. You grew up poor, craving the wealth of the ancients, but not truly understanding that the wealth in all your storybooks is grossly exaggerated. They don't tell you about the mass poverty because it paints a prettier picture to claim the Prepocalypse Era was a utopia. Then you learned the truth. You went to college and grew up, studied us, found out that you have it better than we ever did, which is saying something. Your generation finally snapped, and maybe you were even one of the founding parents of the greatest revolution of your age. But you fucked it up somewhere, and you started a second apocalypse. I'm not saying I'm disappointed. History repeats itself. The threads of fate winds heavily upon mortals with more than predictable willpowers. I stood where you are once. I still do. We had almost the same exact plan. I built a device to reach into the future to steal the blueprints to resuscitate my dying world. The fact you've done the same, but in reverse, tells me that we've lost. Both of us. We failed at what was supposed to be the final great achievements of our lives. All we're worth now is our knowledge. And soon that won't even mean much. Here's to the third, I guess. If we get one. Here's to them. You read about it in books, right? I can't imagine your history being anything like the life I've lived through. You probably assume our magic was code for the technology the layperson couldn't begin to understand. But while we were advanced, no, our magic was literal. The myths are grossly exaggerated, but the basics are all there. Levitation paired well with our superconductors. All our best psychologists were blessed in telepathy. Hell, we even had a library of fates allegedly holding archives from every facet of reality. Couldn't tell you jack about its keeper, though. Disappeared from the legends. In fact, forget that last bit, that's more of a children's story. Think the bears. No one can quite remember it the same. But we all acknowledge there was something there. You don't remember the magic. That's the thing. Keep up, yes. The first apocalypse wiped it out. We knew it would happen. That wasn't the apocalypse. Just a symptom. My Minerva. We had a... You would call them a prophet, I guess. Divination. We all got too good at denying the futures she told. Me, her death. Them, the end of all things. She never wavered, though. Adamant. Stubborn till the last drop of magic cursed our hollow world. You live underground, right? Sorry, just a assumption. It was a theory we had. The surface is gone. It's the only way we have any kind of future. She didn't handle it well. When you lose what gives you purpose, you feel like you can go toe to toe with the void and come out the bigger vacuum. The opposite of a black hole, and yet the world feels too heavy, and you still feel like you can somehow just pass through it if you blink wrong. I was fine. My magic was always weak at best. Unique, but kind of useless. I hinted at it earlier, did you catch that? Nothing big, but you also need a special kind of magic to even be able to perceive the libraries. I asked the keeper to make me into an archive, but they just laughed. Seriously, a final chance to canonize myself in something more permanent than the world I ended. And they just laugh at me. Prick. I know Minerva probably has one. She has a soul too precious to be snuffed out by something so meaningless. She always told it as it was. A genuine person. A genuine diviner. Fucker shot the messenger. So you want to know why the world ended? I dropped a nuke on the bitch that killed her. I did my part. I just have one question for you now. My daughter. How did she turn out? She and the world? Or is she just... you, maybe I don't want to know. I've just read the dial. You're not the future, are you? We're an alternate universe. I really did it, huh? I hoped history was a cycle, but damn. It's going to be a lonely infinity being immortal.